Hi, welcome back to the channel. I've got a cold, a big stinking head cold, so I'm not going to sound great on this. But we've just arrived, set up. We've done a diamond configuration. Reason being there's wind behind us and it's pretty chilly, and we wanted to cover our backs, but we know it's going to rain because it has already and it's going to come again. So we've got more cover doing the diamond of the lower back and the higher top. So we're pretty protected for both angles. Because if we went with a 3x3 and a standard sort of A-frame, we wouldn't have any back protection, even though we'd have top protection. So there we go, that's what's happened. So Peter's start to brew, and we're going to do a little bit of cooking. So let's get into that.
Every time I think I'm gonna wake up back in the jungle. Every time I think I'm gonna wake up back in the jungle.
Alright, Peter's on the brew duty as usual. We're using a bit of Hexi.
Yeah.
Hexi blocks from Peter, his usual favourite source of fuel. He's actually moved a bit of leaf away this time. I'm not going to say it's because he knows he'll burn the floor. The floor is not going to burn. Reason being it's soaking wet. But I know why he's moved it, because last time it all fell over because it wasn't level. So that's why he's moved it away. He's learnt something and he's remembered. Peter's rocking the new Grant Mitchell look. Yeah. Yeah, it's, what's the date, Peter? January 25th or something?
26, isn't it?
26 it might be. We're out just doing a little day thing. We're going to do some cooking and enjoy the afternoon. I did want to get out yesterday, but I felt so rough. I just jacked it in and said I can't go out. I don't feel well enough. But I didn't sleep great. But let's see how we get on today. Is that a new pack we've used, or your Hexi?
No, I've got loads of it.
Does that stuff absorb water?
Don't know.
Because it could suck up water from the ground. And you got any floor to put it on?
No.
Alright. We'll see what happens then, won't we? See if it's moisture permeable. 4.
Yeah, I'll go 5.
5.
I'm just spoiled, aren't I?
Yeah. You've got enough wind protection. Your bag is in a good position to protect wind. You're going to go 6?
A little.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll leave this out. We're going to need it again.
Yeah, we're going to be doing multiple brews today because we both need hot drinks. Got a bottle of brandy I've been surping on, but I'm not bringing it out because I'm driving. So that's staying at home. Trusty old matches. Could you find a smaller pack? Don't touch it on it, you'll put it out. That's it, it's gone out.
It hasn't.
Are you sure it hasn't? This has gone out to me.
It hasn't.
It
Are you
has.
filming this?
Yeah, I'm filming this. Let's get them. Oh, it's going, Peter. Well done, mate. It is going.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's lit. Peter knew it hadn't. I was standing too far away. Go on, son, you know how to do it. What are you checking for?
There's loads of dirt on there.
Is it stable?
Yeah.
Alright.
Last time it fell off, didn't it?
Alright. I'm going to show everyone the setup. So we got the flying diamond basically, with the back down to the ground. With a very long extended front, because I went to this hanging branch. I didn't want to go and find a stick because I could see that branch and I thought, no, I'm going to go to that. I got the Faramond hitch, friction hitch, tying it to the branch so it's adjustable if it moves. So yeah, we're pretty cool. We're back in Marlow by the pit. It was Peter's favourite spot. I was going to go somewhere else, but he wanted to go here. Is that a big enough canteen, Peter? What you got in there? You got your rum in there?
No, it's not rum, it's water. It was rum last time.
How big's that?
1.7 litres. The bigger the better.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the bigger the better. Well, I suppose. If we can carry it. So yeah, so I've bought a chair the same as Peter's. He's got this big Samson Vango chair and I went and bought one. So he copied me and bought the table, same as mine. So now we've both got the same chair and table. Pretty good setups actually. Lightweight, easy to carry around, and it's just luxury went out. Because when the ground's all wet like this and nasty, you don't want to be sitting on it or kneeling in it if you can help it. And when you're a big guys like us, you know, you're still doing the experience, but you're getting a little bit of comfort with that experience. Can you feel that wind behind there?
A little bit on the head.
Yeah, well, you've got a bald head. It is coming up, isn't it? That's going to bring that rain back again, probably. Well, that'll be an experience anyway. And I'm ill, but I'll still come out for you, don't worry. Peter wanted to come out, I couldn't let him down. So, when we get cooking, I'll bring you back and I'll show you what we got. But I'm going to get a nice hot drink, that's what I need right now. It's about 7-8 degrees Celsius at the moment. Tomorrow and the rest of the days are going to be colder, so I thought I'd come out while it's still not freezing. It's flaring up, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah.
So you lose a lot of heat, it's coming out the back and sides.
And doing what you're doing.
That's it. So far. You got a coffee?
Yeah.
Put them in afterwards. Is that brew ready, Peter? Let's have a look.
Must be.
Lift off the lid and have a look. Yeah, it's alright to me. It's ready now. It's ready for a drink, isn't it? Do you want my cup up there? Wherever. Oh, is that a payback? When I dropped your sausages and bacon on the floor. I thought we was having payback then. Cheers. I'm good, you don't have to go mad. That go in the rubbish bag when I create one. That's leaning a bit, Peter. You think it might fall off. Right, I'm just going to get into this brew now. I'm going to enjoy it, so see you in a bit. It's taken about an hour for Peter to brew that. With how many hexes was it? 16? A lot of hexy blocks with a lot of wind blowing it around.
6.
6?
6 little ones like that.
Oh, he used half a packet. Half a packet. Peter's in the hammock. I didn't even know he brought his hammock, but he said he had. He said his bag was heavy, but I didn't know why. Now I know why, because he's got everything. But yeah, this is our setup from inside. You're seeing it. Just made the drinks after he spent ages. He should have put a windshield on that, Peter. We lost half of our heat, but we got a hot drink now anyway. Well, I have. He's just in the hammock. He's on the floor. So whether or not it's going to be hot when he wants it is another thing, isn't it? We've got the squeaky wheel bird squeaking. Don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, you should be able to hear it. It's lovely, it's peaceful. It's Saturday, I expected a lot more people down there walking dogs or doing whatever people do. There's only one vehicle parked up when we got here. It was a camper van, so they're probably in the van. But it is January, to be honest. It's not very warm, and it's going to rain. So it's probably what keeps them away. I really need to start looking at getting some food on. We are looking forward to a bit of rain, to be honest. We've got the cover up now, haven't we? So it'll be quite nice. There he is, look, poking his head out. Yeah, Peter's gone for that new look. Shave it all off and start again, fresh January. Yeah, he's going bald, so he thought he'd shave his head. Now he is bald, fully. we're going to cook on the Bushbox XL from Bushcraft Essentials, and also I'm going to use a Trangier triangle, I believe, for the for the pasta. So this is a great little cook system. It just opens up and falls into place like so. But we've got a grid. No, I'm not using that. I've got some pegs actually. I'm going to put some pegs into this, and I might put the gas adapter on it. Something I never do normally, but why not? Let's find it in my bag. Find out I haven't got it. So this is the Bullen gas adapter. It's basically a copy to the Trangier. I was about to pull out that and think to myself, is that actually what's in that bag? I couldn't remember. Yes, it is in that bag. That's it there. I need some pegs for this, because the Bushbox XL will take different means and things of cooking. So let's shove some pegs through it. There's holes in the side and slots. Then this will fit into this. So adaptable. This plate will turn, I think, slightly. I've never used it in this, but it's the first time for everything, isn't there? I'm going to have to adapt that, because it doesn't like fitting in there and through the hole. But you can adapt things to how you want it. Let's lift up that bottom plate, since we're not using it. Push it out of the way. This is the internal flap. I'm going to move it up and lift it out of the way. It'll just sit against that peg now. Then that'll give me room to drop this down at the bottom, like so. Shove it back in. Now it fits. So that'll fit in there like that. Yeah. And now I need a pot gripper, which I've got. Peter reminded me I needed a pot gripper. So we've got the gas adapter running through the, there we are, and that's the flap I was talking about. I've left up because I couldn't get my gas adapter to come out of this hole because this was hitting this, so I've gone down underneath. So I've just basically created a stand for this burner, because I was going to use wood, but I just changed my mind last minute, and I thought, no, I want to sit under my cover. It's going to rain. Let's adapt. So I've done that. So that's the idea. Never done it before. We'll see how it goes. Right, now we can look in the food bag and see what's in there. We have a bottle of passata with some tomato puree and Italian seasoning in there, mixed together. It's just easier to do it that way. Got a bag of pasta and peas. Peas were frozen. And one of my old favourites is coming out that you've all seen before. A bag of frozen meatballs. These were fresh, but I froze them because they were going out of date. I got a couple of big packs cheap, so I froze them. And then that's an onion, white onion, and a chopping board. And an empty bag. That'll probably be my rubbish bag in the end. I'll just empty it out when I get in. Right, the only knives I've got on me is my EDC knife, which is my Swiss Army, and the one that stays on my bag, which is my Halter 4s, which is nice and sharp. I was asked to show how I sharpen my knives, because they are sharp. I'm going to show you now. So get the camera aimed at me so I don't cut myself. I have one of these pocket sharpeners. It has a ceramic sharpener on one side and a carbide on the other. The carbide, don't even bother going there unless your blade is absolutely shot to bits, because it will shred it, give you a reseat of the blade. So stay on the ceramic and it'll just give you a sharp knife. So like, pull something up to the edge so I don't cut into it. Cutting board's a great thing for this. So get it up to the edge, angle that away from yourself, and just do about 10 strokes, and then I flip it and do the other side. Don't have to go mad fast, it's just even strokes. Then I flip it around and I do it this way. I'll explain why I flip it. Just do about 5. The reason I flip it is because if you look at the way the carbide is, they're bars crossing each other. So I feel you're going to get a burr slightly on one side if you carry on one side. Flip it, it takes that burr off. So I do a few less strokes on the other side. And now that should cut that like a razor. That lives in my pocket, EDC, carry it everywhere. I use it for all my knives. So let's cut this with my new, you can see the edges come up on it more than likely. It's shiny, I can see it myself. I hope this onion's good. I haven't tried these, I bought them the other day. Haven't gone into them yet. Ah, it's a bit wet inside. It'll do, there's nothing wrong with it. Just looks a bit wet inside. But yep, that's how I sharpen my knives. Loads of people have different ways of doing it. They have their little sandstones, their blocks and whatever. That works for me. It always has done. I'm not fanatical about knives, to be honest. I look at it as a sharp bit of metal that cuts something and it does the job. I don't have any preferences really, other than a handy tool. My Swiss Army goes everywhere because it's got all them other features. Even though I've lost the pen that was in it. Don't know where that is. But this one, it does cut. And that's what matters. And they're cheap. I think it's about £4 to £7. But I bought an axe, and this was if you spend a certain amount of money, you get free delivery. So I actually got this for 10p, this knife, because I bought it to get rid of the delivery cost. It's worked out quite well, doesn't it? And I also wanted it because it's orange. So if I ever drop it, I'm good. It is carbon steel, to be honest, so it will rust. I do have some blue handled ones, which are stainless steel. I hope you can see the pan. I can't see what you can see. I always double protect my oil, keep it in another bag just in case it feels like going. I've never used this in here either. I don't want it mad hot because it just burn. Get the onions in. These meatballs can go in here as well now because they are semi-frozen still. Meatballs are already cooked, they've been frozen, they come cooked Swedish style. The Swedish style meatballs are always usually cooked unless you've made them at home. Now that could be a rubbish bag. Keep that handy. I might need a windshield, but we'll see how it goes. At the moment we're good, there's no breeze. Right, we'll let that whiz up. when I say whiz up, just get a little bit sizzly. Let's have a look at the heat on that. Yeah, just a touch up. We'll see how this goes. Peter's going to get a brew on. Do you want to try a Trangier, Peter?
Nah.
Or do you want a windshield then?
Nah.
We'll use a windshield because you was getting a lot of blow away earlier.
Yeah, alright.
And then we can see what the difference is. I reckon you'll halve it and you'll have a good, because you're actually burnt out, didn't it? And we never even got a boil. We just had it hot. That's got a bloom, so I'm going to fire that up now. I just spilt it, as usual. Luckily, just a bit on the lip. Got the 14cm zebra lily. We might have a bit too much pasta, but we'll see. That bag can go back in there. I'm glad we got 2 tables. I was struggling when I just had the one. I just found it difficult to find room, to be honest. I'm going to put enough water in there to sort of just come up to the top of it, not cover it, but hit the top of it. And hopefully that's good. Which is, I've just used about 2/3 of a litre. Like this hopefully will light. It's cold, but this is starting to get cold. It's not want to light. It's butane, isn't it? Yeah, that's lit. It's like that bit on the edge. It's going to go up. That's going to bloom. Let's give this a stir.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, it smells good already, doesn't it? That's the thing about meatballs and onions and stuff and cooking. It's lovely. I mean, in the past we've done this by just taking burgers and chopping them into little squares, just like the meatballs, but they're burgers. And the gas adapter's working out perfect. It's lovely in there. Right, this is blooming up. I'm gonna just want to get this windshield around. I can sit around everything. There's some salt in there. Where's my salt and pepper gone? Did I put it away? I don't think I put it away. There it is. There's a little bit of salt in there. Nothing major, just to give it that sweetness. It's not even a half a spoon in there because this comes out so slow. And then that can go on. That chopping board can go away, go back in that bag, can't it? That can go away. I like to put stuff away as I work, otherwise I lose it. And I have a mess at the end, which is annoying. So, pack as you go. Lid can go on that. I always put it on upside down. If you watch other videos I do, because it's so easy to get on and off. Having that little grippy thing in the middle is just silly when you've got big clumsy hands. The sun's come out and I keep on telling you it's going to rain. So is it or isn't it? It says it is, but when we come out normally and it says it isn't, it rains. So perhaps we got the backwards weather here. This is a bit of glamping, isn't it, Peter? The old tables and chairs and a hammock. Right, glamp. I want to reduce these onions get them down to a sort of caramelised, which will put heat into the meatballs anyway. They've just got to be heated. And then I want to put some of that passata sauce on them, and then get that nicely on bubble and boil. And hopefully by then that tranny will be fully bloomed and starting to boil that. Got a lot of wind there, but I'll persevere and hope I don't run out of gas. Peter's got his gloves. I haven't even bothered to bring gloves. I didn't think it'd be cold enough for him. And I can't really do a lot of work in the gloves. This is smelling lovely though. Oh, how many dogs? We haven't seen any dogs yet. But I bet we get some. Isn't it? Now this is cooking. So I never like to rush. I mean, this isn't on a high heat. I'll lift that off so you can see it. It's not on a high heat. But it's cooking. That's all you need. Burning is not cooking, it's burning. People say it's flavouring, but if it's not cooked through, it's not cooked, is it? Smelling good. Put that on there. That's my pot holder. Enjoying the hammock? He's enjoying the hammock. I think I might change the battery because I know it's going to die on this GoPro. I've been filming it quite a bit already. So let me just do that and then we'll come back to you when this is on a bit more of a caramelisation and a breakdown. So see you in a bit. So our pasta started to boil. I just took the lid off it because it was over boiling. Because it was a sealed lid, it's always going to do that. So there's our pasta. And this is caramelising down lovely. So it won't be long before I get that sauce in. Try and put you in a position where you're not getting blitzed by the steam, but you can see everything. It's starting to really nicely brown and caramelise, which is going to give it flavour. I think I might throw some pepper on this before I actually put that sauce on it. That'd be nice. Let's get the pepper out. Peter don't mind a bit of pepper. Right, let's get some sauce in there. Depends on how much it goes in. I'm not putting it all in unless I need it.
You want to do your coffee?
You do it, please. You got my cup?
Yeah.
Stir that in and see how that looks.
So I'll use the spoon.
That's the food. No, can't you just use the wrapper? That's the food I'm going to eat with that. The last time I did this dish, I think it was on the XL, the Bushbox, but I used a food warmer and I had it on the wrong setting. It took forever to get it to get hot. It worked, but it's my fault. I took off the wrong piece and it was on warm instead of cook. There's two settings to it.
That's very helpful.
Oh, brilliant. That windshield helped, didn't it? Definitely worth it because it saves you, well, your fuel you probably still burnt, but the windshield's a definite bonus. That's starting to come up. I've got to keep an eye on that because if it comes up and overflows, it's going to go on my table, which it already has done a bit. I've given up with this table. I used to worry about getting stuff on it, but after I had that complete pan spillage, I don't really care anymore. Lost the will with that. Yeah, feels like it's getting dark now, only because the sun's gone down, or gone in behind a cloud, and so it might rain. That'll be a nice little feature if we get some rain. Now what's that? Not sure. I've got to stir this pasta, otherwise it'll stick. Pasta's known for it. Stainless steel pan. I've got to keep an eye on it in case I don't run out of water. Someone asked me recently, is it okay to put a Trangier burner on top of a table, like this canvas table? And I said yes, it is. The reason that is, it doesn't actually sit on the table, it's raised, so it is a little bit off it, and the only heat source coming from the bottom is the boiling of the meths, because your fluid in it will boil, and it's just like putting a hot cup on it. So if you had a boiling cup of water and you put it on your table, it's no different. And it's not even touching the table, so don't worry about that. That's all good. Right, this is starting to really boil down, so I'm going to flip this lid back on slightly, if I can. Leave a gap, and we'll see what happens. If it rears up, I'm pulling it off. You can always check that by pulling it off and having a look. No, it's fine. I don't want it to evaporate too quick because it's not cooked yet. So you've got your funky mess tin, Peter, which I'm not going to touch. And I'm going to be using this pan. Alright. Just want to make sure this sauce cooks all over, because the centre's obviously hotter than the sides with the gas sauce under it. That wind's kicking up. Could bring some weather with it. This passata sauce does need a bit of a cook on it. It'll just taste really tomatoey raw if you don't get it going a bit. So you need to give it a good 15 minutes if minimum. Thanks, Peter.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine. I like it hot. You've got the milk in it.
yeah.
Cheers. Right, cheers, guys. When that wind gets up, you wish you'd brought 3 more tarps so you can build a wall. It's not too bad. It's lovely. So that is bubbling up, but it's not over bubbling. Just don't want it sticking. You can normally hear it. You can go by sound usually on these things. If I hear that stop bubbling and make a different noise, I know it's time to have a good look at it. Not far off, are we, Peter? I think I should bring you back in a bit, because I'm going to run out of memory card otherwise, as usual. So when I'm about to serve, I'll bring you back. Going on sound alone, I'd say the pasta is about sticking. So let's have a look. Yeah, it's just started. Very little water in there. It's very hot on my hand, and it is sticking slightly. Ow! And it's hot. That's ready. Let's put that Trangier out. Put that back on the top. As you can hear this as well, probably. This is going off. This is ready. I hope this is recording. I've had trouble with that camera. I can't see it from here. No, I'm turning the gas off. Right, Peter, do you want to, when you're ready, come over and hold your pan so I can serve you? I didn't know how well this would go today because I don't feel great. And I thought, oh, can I be bothered to go and cook something? I've got to eat, so it was going to be here or at home. So I thought, no, let's go out and do it. I could do with some fresh air, to be honest, when you get ill and that. Being stuck indoors, you want to get out. Just get some fresh air, enjoy a bit of scenery, hear the birds. It's lovely. I feel better within myself, even though my head's still not there with the cold, but I feel better for getting out, to be honest. And I feel like this could get worse, so I know I'm not going to get out again soon. We've got a video coming up for the end of the month, and it's on a new Olight torch Peter's bought, and it's an unboxing video with the promotion, because there's going to be a promotion on it. So they'll show you his torch in a bit, I'm sure. I'm not going to count your meatballs, Peter, but
Watch it.
and we had a spillage, didn't we? All right, is that all right?
Mm.
Oh, wow, that gripper's slipping. It's not designed for this pan. Wow, and he dropped my food. Peter would laugh, I know that. All right. This has got the clips on
What
it.
have you got the camera pointing for?
It's pointing everywhere, it's a GoPro.
That's quite a lot, isn't it?
There's loads of pasta.
Cheers.
There's quite a bit of water in there still.
I've got some salt.
He had the dry pasta, I got the wet one. I'm probably not going to eat all that, there's a bit more in there. Should put the lid on it just to keep it from going completely cold if we're hungry still. How hot's this pan? Sure, old. So Peter's going to give us a taste test in a second. Let's get you over there, Peter. You do a little bit of a usual and let me know what he thinks. We'll just get you in there so he can tell you. Right, there's first of all, there's Peter's portion. There's my portion. This isn't a giant frying pan before you say I'm too fat and greedy. Peter's going to get a mix of both, I believe, so he knows where he's going with his verdicts.
Yeah, it's cooked, yeah.
It's cooked. Well, I was hoping it was cooked. What's it taste like?
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's lovely.
Good. So you'd give it a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Or would you give it a double thumbs up? Is it a double thumbs up? Oh, look at that. It's a double juggling thumbs up. Oh dear. I'm not very well and I've done it again. Right, it's just started raining, but we've just packed down. We did it quick before our tarp got wet, so we don't have to think about drying it. And there's our gear. Packed down.
Paul's chair broke.
The arm on my chair just snapped. And that's supposed to take a lot of weight, those chairs. So I'm gonna
28
have to.
stone, first time you used it, it
The
snapped.
first time I've used it, and the arm just snapped off. It just folded. So I need to have a word with him. Right, Peter's torch. He's just purchased this. He's just got it. He's really pleased with it. It's a Olight S2R Baton 2. It does all the functions that the Olights do. I'll say there's an unboxing video coming up for it when the promotion's on. Promotion's on the 31st of January, so I thought
use it.
he's getting used to it. I said I'd do videos when there's a promotion on, so if anyone wants to buy one, they can save money basically. It's bright, it's got strobe mode, it's got, that's your self-defense mode. Show them the torch, stop showing it as a flash, turn it off. You're blinding everyone. So here's the torch, it's got a really nice grip on it, hasn't it? It's got a lanyard he's using on it, it's got a magnetic base, rechargeable, multifunctional, waterproof, the usual from Olight, it's just premium quality. Yep, turn it around. Yes, the S2R Baton 2. So you want me to show it, so I'm just showing it. And there's an unboxing coming up, so look out for that. You happy with it?
Mm.
Yeah. We're going to go because it's going to rain and we don't want to just stand around waiting for it to get dark to use this torch. So that'll be seen in the future anyway. Look at that, it is a bright torch. It's the 1150 lumen, I think. It's more than my little torch. Shine it on something, Peter, even though, yeah, see that, it's lighting that tree up. Shine it at the tree, or that one over there. Yeah. It's not even dark, is it? It's a nice torch though. Nice size, and show me it in your hand for the size. Yeah. It's a nice size torch in your hand. Right. Thanks for watching. I've enjoyed getting out. I've got a stinking sore throat, but I'm going to go home and have a brandy. So, thanks a lot. Thanks for all the subs I've got. 4,000 plus subs. Oh, I never dreamed my channel would grow this big. So, thank you for the support. I appreciate it massively. Peter's he's well jealous. His channel's not so big, but he enjoys coming out with mine, and he knows that people like him. So, thanks a lot. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I love all my subscribers. Cheers. See you later. Bye bye.